Gifted is a word we use to describe the unbelievable. When you see and meet someone that does things that are amazing. And it comes so naturally to that person. Meet Gavin Oshok. He's a thinker. What he thinks about is hard for most to comprehend.
My childhood has been largely defined by my involvement in First Lego League, which was a big impact, had a big impact on my development and my consideration of science and technology as an interesting field to be a part of. When that started back in 3rd grade for me, with my team of friends, we worked together on a robot, and each year after that, up until 9th grade, we competed in the First Lego League competition, and we had a lot of fun.
What he's done since then has been the kind of things that you marvel at. He's always been curious, observant, and he noticed something that needed attention at his Eden Prairie High School. How about a practical room guide so that people can figure out where they're going? That's right, here comes the idea.
I think the first time I met him was when he was he was a sophomore, and he took an appointment with me to talk about an idea he had, and that was that he thought that he could design the equivalent of a MapQuest program for our building. And so he had talked about would I be interested in exploring with him, you know, creating something like this. And he had a prototype sort of drawn up.
When visitors come in, either over the summer or in other times, or when there's a large amount of parents at an orientation, you can have it as a kiosk where they can come up and then type in their destination from a list that they normally have printed out.
You sense the fire was already burning. Nature tells you there's so much possible that consumes you, so you find a way to make it right. It's how he operates. It's how he sees the world.
Gavin came to us because he had a science fair at his school and needed to come up with a very meaningful product that he thought would be useful for people.
His next project was the type that helps change the world for the better. It involves Courage Center, where people with disabilities are working through their physical limitations while trying to live a productive life. Gavin noticed something, and he had an idea to make it easier for everyone. So he went to work on a project he called CHAD.
I learned that it's a lot of the people that can be helped a lot by biomedical engineering are people with spinal cord injuries who naturally don't have a lot of access or control over their limbs, or at least not as much as you or I. And so there's a lot of things that go with that that can be helped with technology.
He became consumed with the idea, make lives better by taking away the issues that can destroy a day. He kept working, kept formulating, kept tweaking.
Over that year in the science fair process, which was very exciting, I improved it quite a bit on the programming side, and I made a prototype, which is very cool to show people and to test with people that can actually use this device. I also think that in the eventual version, this will be more of a box that you can plug things into.
And the clients are the ones who benefit, a new idea that they could grasp.
And so we were able to schedule both clients and staff to be able to try using the CHAD product that he developed and give it some real feedback on how does it work for that client that has a certain disability, what things they liked about it, how they compared it to other products they've tried.
It's no surprise that Gavin would be able to take an idea and move forward, making the complex seem simple.
I think he's very creative. He's able to take a look at some of the physical laws like torque or some different things like that and find some ways to apply it. So when he's out there thinking about a real practical sense, I think he's always thinking, well, how can I use this?
That's what creative minds do. They toil at something that can be so abstract to some. They see a way to make something come to life.
I have a 15-year-old and a 17-year-old, and we were just talking about that the other day, how you to come up with an idea like this and put that all through. So that's amazing.
That's what makes you wonder what is next and what is possible when you've already done so much and you have social skills and self-awareness to understand who you are. And you're still not a high school graduate yet.
He's gregarious, he's a really nice kid, he's got a great sense of humor, and I think he really is looking out to help other people. And so with a lot of his ideas, I think that's kind of his central focus.
The ideas that you think he comes up with might suggest that he wouldn't necessarily have the interpersonal skills that he does, but he's very engaging interpersonally. He's got a very engaging mind and this ability, this creative talent to be able to see problems and solutions to them. And all of that coming together in one persona is really very striking.
So he moves forward, a joy and passion in his journey, a way of thinking about it that makes him different, and in a spot where you believe you're watching something special unveiled to you.
I see in him being able to hopefully take his gifts in science and technology and fulfill his passion of using those to be able to help other people.
Life to the Max is brought to you by LifeTouch, photography for a lifetime.